privileged to meet you also. And what was your name?
Natalie.
Natalie. Stephanie. Nice to meet you.
So how long have you lived here?
I've been here since September last year, so 2017, September.
Okay.
I love it here.
So what was your first experience? When was it?
Let me see, with like that, I don't know, I just got vibes because, I don't know, it's just a really big place, so I like would feel it. And I'm very spiritual as it is, and I don't know, I just like feel like it kind of goes down my bloodline a little bit also. And so like I would always feel something, and like, but I would never want to scare anybody and be like, oh, tell them about it. But when they were bring it up, and I would hear it, I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one. Like I feel it. Like sometimes we'll hang out, say after work, we'll be in that cigar lounge over there,
Okay.
and then like we'll be talking, and I keep feeling something over towards where the margarita machine is. And sometimes I think, I wonder if it's because of the light. But we used to have an old one before that one that was also had a light, but not as bright. But I would always feel something over there, or like feel like a, I don't know, like a reflection or something. Like I would feel something over in that area. And then I was here that one day, Megan, she was over at the side station, and like I remember I walked by, and then like I heard her like scream, and then she was like, there's like a jar of pins that just like fell up out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my god, the ghost is at it again.
Yeah.
So it's always been kind of like a joke, but I don't know, I just like feel something very strong here, and I don't know exactly what it is, and I don't know how to like completely tune into it, so I try to like ignore it because I'm like, who knows what it is, like.
Do you feel like it's
Yeah.
negative or
I think there's both, honestly. I think there's like very like protecting spirits, and then I feel like some of them are negative. And then sometimes I'll hang out with the other Stephanie, the manager, and she'll turn her ghost app on while we're closing, and we'll be talking. And then one day she went into the back to go do something, and it was going off, like with all these negative words on it.
like
And,
what?
oh Lord, one of the words I swear was like get out, and then one of the words was not warning, something like that, like emergency. It was something scary. And like I ran back. I was like, Stephanie! She's like, what? I was like, it's going off. And like she came back, and we were just laughing. She turned it off. I was like, do not ever leave me alone with that thing going off.
They were, Stephanie, the manager, was telling us that there's a liquor bottle that's been thrown off of the, because you work the bar,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So have you ever experienced anything like
I haven't
that? Did you
seen
see
that,
that
or
happen?
I've heard about it from other
Okay.
people, and then just
But that's the same area where you feel like someone's standing there watching you.
Exactly.
Where you're in the cigar room.
yes, exactly. Over in that area, yeah. I always see or feel something over in that area, and then that's the same one where the big bottle fell off. I wasn't working that day when that happened,
Okay.
but I was like, that does not surprise me,
Okay.
especially with where it's at. But it really freaks me out because I'm like, that thing is big and heavy. I've never
Yeah.
seen it move, especially with nobody to be in here,
Yeah.
pretty much, or nobody to be around it, and that happened. That's really crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
So you definitely would say this, that you think this place is haunted.
definitely. And sometimes I try to think of it. I'm like, I wonder what it is, because I hear that this used to be like ancient like burial grounds,
Okay.
and I also sometimes I think it's the cars. We bring those in every few
That's
months.
exactly what I thought.
It's something like
First
tied
one, yeah.
into those cars, because I feel different vibes or like spirits like every time.
Like residual energy.
Yeah,
Okay.
every time we switch them out, and some of them are the same ones. Like this one, I don't get like a bad feeling from this one. I get like a different feeling from this one, but we bring it every holiday. So sometimes I feel like, I don't know, I almost have like holiday spirits connected to this car, and but there have been some cars that we have that like really look nice, but the whole time that car is here, something feels really, really weird.
And that would be in line with the frequency and when the events are happening, how they're spaced out.
Yeah, because some of the cars they repeat like every year, but sometimes it's like one that they haven't had in here before. But our owner, he also owns a car shop. He's like millionaire, and it's like his Hot Wheels, but in real life, with
Yeah.
all his big money. And but yeah, sometimes I feel like it's from the cars.
Have you ever had just a wave of positive or negative emotion just come on out of nowhere?
Yeah, I get them sometimes here, but then I don't know what to think of it. Like it's like I feel it.
Do you feel like, have you ever just started crying or feel like that you want to?
Not really. I don't know. I'm very like I'm a robot. I hardly ever cry. And so, but I do get some weird feelings though, and I just don't know what to make of it.
Okay,
Like it's like,
interesting.
I'll be at work and like the vibe will just totally change out of nowhere. And I'm like, what is that? Like, why am I feeling like this? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, other than that, like, I don't know. I feel like I feel like the good would outweigh the bad here. But I do feel like, I feel like there's like
There's a
protecting
mixture.
yeah. I feel like there's something protecting us, and then there's also like, people just trying to get attention to you.
Exactly. You're confirming everything, like, immediately the cars definitely felt that, as soon as I saw that car, I was like, oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then, more positive than negative.
Yeah.
And the things that everybody's experienced is definitely like for attention, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's like somebody just like stuck in whatever like limbo type of world this is, and like they're just like, you know, having fun with it. It's like, especially when nobody else is around, they're like, oh, here's my turn to play. Like, but yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Okay.
So I think it's funny when we can all talk about it, and it's like, wow, we all feel this. So I'm so glad like Stephanie finally reached out to y'all, and y'all contacted us back, because like,
Right.
we feel it. We want to know what it is. Like, we're intrigued.
Yeah, I'm excited for the lockdown.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
we're gonna do some research on the history of the property and the
Mhm.
land and all of that, and bring that information to y'all. And
I'm
then we're
excited.
gonna also schedule a day in about a few weeks to do a lockdown where we will be here till about 5 in the morning.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So-
that'll be so fun. Yeah.
Now, the doors open at 10 p.m. or
Um,
close at
no.
10 p.m.
Yeah, on the weekdays.
on the weekdays.
But also, it's like our guests. Some of them like to linger. You know,
Okay.
so it's like close at 10. Sometimes you gotta be like, close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out.
Great. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, let's